Hello, hello. I hope I'm coming through. Let me make sure that the live stream is working here. I think it is. I think it is. Yes, it looks like it is. Excellent, excellent. Hey everybody. Um this is very impromptu live stream. Let's see here. Alright, I've got some music playing here that you can't hear. So yeah, this is a little bit of an impromptu uh, live stream. I'm just received the Elgato Prompter here, and I opened it up. I'm not doing an unboxing or anything. Still have some of the boxing to do, but I am serious. I just got it about 5 minutes ago. Amazon just delivered it, and I've been anxiously awaiting it. Oh, there we go. I've been anxiously awaiting it. You know, that's one thing that's probably going to help me out. I was just looking down at my monitor and not the camera. I have a little camera monitor. I've got my multiple screens here. In fact, here, let me show you. Let me show you my my setup here. So I haven't yet got this camera set up quite right yet. It's my Insta360, so it kind of gives a wide shot of my messy office right now. What was I gonna say? So yeah, I'm very messy right now. I'm probably not looking my best. I haven't shaved today. Just been out and about, and so I have not really preparing all that much. But I did want to make a video today. I was thinking of pushing it to tomorrow, but I'm thinking, hey, I'll just do a live stream since I got this Elgato teleprompter. I'll give this one a try and mess around with it and tell you about why I got it and why it's kind of the opposite of what I got it for a purpose that is the opposite of what I want to do now. And let me take these off. There we go. So I got the Elgato Prompter to help me stay on script, and so I can meticulously plan out my videos and make sure things are running smooth and make the content as engaging as possible. And that's what I've been trying to do for a long time now, and that's one of the reasons why I haven't posted as much, very much, is because I'm like, oh, I gotta make it nice, I gotta make it work, I gotta make it all coalesce together into something good, and get my visuals, get my audio, get everything set up right, and each time I try to do that, there's always something else I need to prepare, always something else I need to accomplish, and so I'm making an active effort to just do it. And so it's not going to be clean, and but at least to get something done. And I've been really thinking about this a lot recently, about how important that is to just start doing. I am somebody, I might have mentioned in my last live stream, somebody that really suffers from analysis paralysis and over preparation, where every single thing that I want to do, I'm thinking, oh, I'm almost there. I want to just get this a little bit more information, prepare a little bit more, set this thing up, or create this visual, something that'll help me tell the story I want to tell, or help me relay the information I want to relay, or teach the information I want to teach. And so it's always been installing, like, I'm almost there. Oh, wait, well, now there's one more thing on top of that. After I accomplish something, like, oh, I got the presentation built that I wanted to talk about or teach to. I got it all built. Now I can do, oh, but you know what? I need something else I need another visual, or I need a video component, another video component inserted into the PowerPoint, or I need some type of worksheet or handout or job aid or something like that to go along with it. And I get that built, and then I'm like, oh, you know what? There's now this new AI feature. I've been using Notebook LM a lot with my classes, where I'll take my lecture presentations and put them into Notebook LM, the audio transcription, or the audio or the transcription, both, and then that allows my students to go and chat with my lectures. And so they'll be like, oh, that's another thing I need to do. Oh, you know what? I want to make this now a chat bot. And new technology comes out. I'm like, oh, I want to do that now. I want to do that. And it constantly is stopping me from getting something done. And, I just realized my lighting is a little hot right now. So I'm going to bring this down. At least it looks a little hot to me. may not look to you. So I'm just going to bring it down just a tad. That's the thing. I'm kind of setting things up so that I can control everything from my computer. In fact, with this camera now, there's another thing I just purchased. I just got this, another Elgato thing. I have the Stream Deck, and I thought it would look really cool, really handy to be able to set that up and do a lot of stuff with the Stream Deck. If you're not familiar with it, it's a little button. Here we go. It's this little button keypad that you can go and program with various buttons and features, and you can do multiple pages on it, so it can have like almost an infinite amount of buttons, and you just hit a button and boom, it'll do something like on OBS. In fact, I have another Elgato pedal here. So when I click my pedal here, it transitions over to my other camera or whatever I want to transition over to, depending on how I have OBS set up, which I'm using right now. So it's very similar. It's basically a desktop button version of the pedal that I have here. And where was I going with that? So yeah, Elgato. I got a few Elgato things, picked that up a while ago. Haven't really made a whole lot of use out of it, just kind of tinkering, playing around. I find it as a lot of setup that's necessary. It isn't as intuitive. I mean, it's pretty intuitive. It requires setup, and I can't decide on going back to how analysis paralysis. I don't know exactly how I want to set it up, and so I keep setting it up, and then like, oh, I want to change that, I want to change that. I haven't been able to find the perfect setup on the keypad and things on making things work correctly. But I mentioned earlier, I got this Sony ZV-E10 Mark II, which is the camera I'm using now, and I was using the USB to my computer to send the video, but I found that I did some research on it. It's better to go through a capture card and the HDMI out to a capture card that then goes to a USB-C, and then you get a much higher quality and much higher quality, but a little bit of a higher quality increase to the video feed. But that wasn't the main feature. I like the high quality, yes, absolutely. I'll probably make much more use on it, but that wasn't the real reason why I wanted to get the capture card for this. The biggest reason was I like to be able to control my camera, like the aperture, shutter speed, all that stuff, while I'm working, and or while I'm sitting here without having. I kind of have it set up on my desk and on an arm. In fact, here, if I go over to this camera, and you see I have this camera set up on this arm back here, and for me to go and around and change settings, or it's a pain. It's a pain to do that. It's a real pain to go and change settings, and I'm kind of doing it blind sometimes. And so I wanted a way to be able to control my camera's aperture, shutter speed, ISO, color balance, all of those things. I have a big window right here. The sun changes the color temperature in the room sometimes, and so there's a few things here that I need to be able to control the camera. And when I was going USB-C out of this camera into my computer to get the video, I was not, I was using my phone, the app connected to the camera, and I was not, but when I go USB-C, it doesn't work. It says, oh, you're connected to USB-C. You can't control the camera with the app anymore. I'm like, ugh, that stinks. So that means going through the USB-C, I had to always go around and make changes manually. So I got the capture card so I can go HDMI out, not USB-C, and that allows me to control my, my camera from, oh, I got disconnected from it. Let's see, remote shooting. I'm now just setting this up. Oh, it's connected to another device. I was just doing this a few moments ago, right before I went live. Oh, there we go. I think it's gonna work. And it's connecting. There we go. All right, so now I can adjust, and you see it's going to go dark here because I'm adjusting my aperture right here in my phone. And so that makes things incredibly handy. I can have my phone just sitting here on my desk like this. Have it on. You can't really see on that camera, but I have it right here, and I can set it right here and now make adjustments real easy without having to go behind the camera and blindly fiddle with the settings. Now I can't adjust all settings, but I can adjust the aperture, shutter speed, ISO, and color temperature, the white balance. So that makes it incredibly handy. But what was I saying? So yeah, that's why I had to change from the USB-C to the capture card. That was the primary reason. So I get an increase in quality, more camera control. So that made things really handy. Now, the reason why I got the Elgato Prompter, as I said earlier, was so that I can stay on script and be able to look at the camera and see what I'm supposed to say without, with my notes and everything like that. And that was the original reason. And I can have my kind of prompter going through or whatever, my talking points. But and I got it, and I did some research, and I found there's going to be a lot more usages than just that. But I'm now trying to do more with less preparation. There is a certain power in not being prepared, and where you kind of wing it. And I see that. Yeah, the power of just starting. And that was one of the things I lacked, because I was always preparing, always planning, always wanting to make something a little bit better. And I mean, right now, I'm not shaved, my hair is a mess. Normally I was thinking, like, if I'm gonna be on camera, I might as well shave, make sure I'm looking good, make sure my hair's all nice. But that's just more preparation, or obstacles getting between me and getting content up. And so that's some advice. I just do it. I know I was told that advice like 2 years ago when I wanted to start making more videos. Just do it. But I'm thinking, it's really a hard obstacle to jump across. Like, you want to make sure it looks good. And even I see some other YouTubers and other people making content, and they make a weird mistake, or they have something that's not set up correctly, and it starts driving me nuts. I'm like, why don't you just fix that one little thing? Like, maybe somebody's watching me, and it's like, you're not very, you're not shaved very well, and you're probably a little shiny, because I've been running around and sweating a little bit, so shiny on my lights. And so why don't you get a little bit of powder or something, or some anti-gloss, or do a little fixes, shave, make sure you're clean, fix the lighting, get your office cleaned up. My office is a mess right now. And yeah, I could go down that route and make things perfect, but perfection ends up being the enemy of good enough. And so I'm just gonna do it. But I got that Elgato Prompter just a few days ago. Purchased it on Amazon about 5 days ago or so, and it finally just came because I'm like, I want to script things out. I want to make sure everything is perfect. And so in the past couple days, I'm thinking I just got to start doing this. And so I am. That's what I'm doing right now. And this prompter, though, is still going to have a purpose. I'm still going to be scripting things out, making some scripted videos, absolutely, and also for my classroom presentations. It's always handy to be able to look directly into the camera to my students in my Zoom classes, and still be able to read from my talking points, notes, and scriptings for my lectures. Yes, I do read from lectures occasionally. I sometimes go off topic, but I always hate it when I miss something. Like, I'll finish a class and I'm like, I forgot to talk about one particular thing I was supposed to talk about on this slide. Now when I cover this topic later on, it's not going to make as much sense, whatever. Or I have like a knowledge check question on something that I didn't cover because I wasn't following the notes. So this prompter is going to be helpful for that. It's going to be a secondary monitor. I was watching some other people talk about its application, and it's got a bunch of really great applications. So even though I originally got it to help me plan and prepare better, and now I'm going a different route and just going to start making content, I'm still going to find a use for this. So I'm very happy with it, and I'm also very excited. I'm a gadget geek, so whenever I get a new toy like this, I love just setting things up, trying to figure things out, and how it's going to be arranged, and that's part of my fun. That's kind of like a hobby. The hobby of mine is setting up my desk to be the perfect production environment for streaming and creating videos. So excited to give it a try. And I obviously can't set it up, be on camera right now. But next time, probably I'll make a video tomorrow, and I'll be using this then. And I'll even show you with the other camera here. I'll show you what it's going to have set up. I'm going to have it right here on this camera. And I gotta just do a little bit of work. Hopefully I don't need to buy anything else to make it work right. I already kind of preemptively purchased some cords to make sure everything kind of connects to my computer correctly. And I know I'm running out of USB-C connections, and that's what this thing uses, a USB-C to get its video feed. And it just acts like a regular monitor. Acts like a regular monitor, and so, but through a USB-C. I needed to get a USB-C to a display port because I only have a display port input on my computer left, and but USB-C to display port, I ended up just going through USB, HDMI to display port. So I'm gonna set that up. Hopefully that works. I crossing my fingers, and then I'll be good to go. And we'll be making some videos, and next time I'll show you how this is all set up. All right, that's gonna be it for now. My kids, they're just looking in the air, and they're all going to bed, so I better go say goodnight to them. But I will say goodnight to all of you, and talk to you all later. Have a good one.